And once that little dot is there, then you right click, go to fib properties, and under fib levels, and be careful because it's not under common. That's the color for the dotted line, but under fib levels you can change the color. And let me change it here to, let's go purple so there's no misunderstanding. I'll click OK. And now those purple lines, I'll make it even clearer than that actually. Let's go. We can really see it on go violet. Now there we go. So those violet lines that you can see are now my 1 hour fibs, and that's how you do it, Elsie. And you can change again the color of the fib on a particular time frame so that you easily can ascertain what time frame that fib is coming from. Now, okay, Robert, okay, Elsie, you got it. No, like I was saying, Ken, right now I would not take trades on the euro right now, because let me come back to my 30-minute. First of all, the only thing I'm going to get really right now are high pushes to the long side. Now remember, this thing has been struggling all day today with double tops in play here at that 45 and above level. And we've also seen over the course of 4 days a 400 pip run up. We haven't seen it come back and even test the 23 fib. So my personal opinion, I'm not saying you won't get signals to go long, my personal opinion is I wouldn't go long at the on the euro right now because of that 4,500 level, and I have a trend line just above me off a daily chart. Now I'd like to see it come back, some profit taking, and recycle, and then you got my attention again. Chris, you're talking about, yeah, if Chris's point, if we go to the 1 hour, let me bring it out. And I want to be clear on this. This other question of pulling back. If you see this type of thing, a struggle at a level, and right here is the 4,500 level, a couple of candles in a row. The thing I look for, and I'm going to get a little bit more specific here, Chris, I look for a red candle that goes below the previous green candles. Let me bring that out. We have no misunderstanding about it. This guy right here engulfs the previous green candle. In fact, it engulfs both of them. The first one doesn't. So on this one here, you have my attention. Now I'll mark that baby right there. Okay? Now once I see that, I also know that I've, double top, and we've exhausted for the day. I'm very specific about my candle. I can drop to the 5-minute. Now look at the 5-minute. Now I want you to be very careful, because I know what you guys will do. As soon as I say this, you'll take it wrong. But if you do it right, it'll be fine. I'm almost afraid to tell you about this trade, but here we go. So there it is. I've marked it on the 1 hour. Once she opens up here with the gate, the GAN line opens up. Most of the time, you'll have a nice trade back to the spine. And there it is right there. Nice little 12 pip trade. Now on the 5-minute, please hear what I say here, guys. Please hear this. If you want to go further as it crosses over the spine, the best one and the only one I will probably take is the first one. So the fresh cross comes in and we get a signal. That's about a 5 or 6 pip trade. Done. Doesn't mean there won't be more. There are. But remember, I'm fighting at this level a very huge, big, long-term trend to the upside. Even though there are more trades here, I'm telling you I won't take them. So just to recap that, I'm on my 1 hour chart. I see the currency stall right here. I wait for a red candle to engulf or take over and go beyond the previous green candle. I have to see at least 2 candles in agreement that it can't go beyond that point. We have it here, and if I look back, I also have a double, triple, quadruple top. The red candle goes way beyond the previous green candle. You don't have to mark it if you're live, but I'm marking it here. If I go to the 5-minute candle at that level, wait for the GAN, the blue, dark blue line to open up, go above the currency in the case of a long, and then take it, you got to give it, you know, at least up to the top, the previous top, as a stop loss, but usually 10 or 15 pips. And most of the time, it's good back to the spine. And again, if you wait for the fresh cross, take the first one only on the 5-minute, because we're pressing against a big uptrend. Now, these are not the ideal trades. I'm just saying it's another way of trading. I'm getting a little bit more complicated here as we go. Remember, the best trades are the optimal trades on that 30-minute chart that we talked about. If you get that trade, you get your 20 pips a day, get out, guys, and be done with it. Okay, Chris, does that make sense? Okay, awesome. Okay. And the aqua line, Lyle, is, again, maybe you missed this before, but let me go through it one more time. The aqua line, let me do terminology. The red line is our spine. We call it the spine. The aqua line is the railroad track. And the dark blue line is the GAN. So 4 things have to happen for a trade to unfold with Rubicon. 1, the candles come across, right here, these red candles, break through the spine. The second thing that happens is the aqua line, or the railroad track, also has to break through. The third thing that has to happen is we get a marker point, or a green line coming into play with an arrow, and once that's breached, we take the trade. Okay, so that's your aqua line, Lyle, okay? Let me know if that makes sense, Lyle, please, that you got the explanation. And for those of you guys who are with me for a while, you're kind of bored hearing these explanations, bear with me, guys, because we do have newer folks coming in all the time. And again, new folks, we have resources for you out there. Please use them. Yeah, it's significant. Lyle, please go to the blog spot and look through the old tutorials there. It's kind of unfair to the guys who are around, because we have all these explanations on the blog spot. If you go to Rubicon Indicator blogspot.com, let me bring it up for everybody here. One sec. This is all free, ongoing education. Please make use of it, guys. We want you guys to be successful. I want to be helpful, but I also don't want to be, if possible, covering exactly the same thing week after week. So go to Rubicon Indicator blogspot.com, as I brought it up here. And there you'll find June 23rd, last week's full webinar in 4 parts. So go back and have a look at that. Also take a look at this Rubicon results, the results for June the 21st, and that'll give you further information. Information on the Pro Toolkit, if you want to see how that works with Rubicon, that's in Money Management Tool. Take a look at that tutorial. And then there also, the June 16th webinar is on there also in 4 parts. And then you'll also see over here how to trade with the Rubicon Indicator. So go back, guys, newbies, please go to that blog spot and watch those. You know, trading with the Rubicon Indicator, please look at that. It gives a good explanation of what those lines are. Okay, no problem, Lyle. I just want to point that out. That's a resource. I don't want to be sounding mean here, but I just want everybody to know those resources are there. And the address again, Robert, rubiconindicator.blogspot.com. And again, HTTP is the best way to do it. You'll get it with www, but always remember HTTP is a much safer way to go into a address. I'll leave it up there for a couple of moments, Robert, so you can grab that address. It's all there on the videos, Gianpero. That's why we did it that way. Okay, no problem. Now, a couple of things, guys. Information on the webinar, in case most of you have it, But if you ever lose it or you can't figure out how to get into the webinar, simply drop us an email to webinar@tradersedge4x.com and we'll send you out the links. No problem, Robert. We'll send you out the links for the current month, all the links for the current month of webinars. Brokers to use with Rubicon, drop us an email to broker@tradersedge4x. The only thing I can tell you is we've tested all of these and they all work fine with Rubicon. If you go outside of our list, that's fine, it'll probably work, but we know these work because we've tested them. Our auto alerts, www.forexautoalerts.com. There's a special on there right now. $1 gets you 5-day trial. Advanced coaching, and I want to take this opportunity of saying goodbye to Trevor, who's been with me for the last 14 weeks on advanced coaching. Personally, it's been great working with you, Trevor. Best wishes. We'll still be in touch, obviously, but just wanted to say goodbye. You get kind of close as a mentor with a student as you spend months and months together. Which also brings me to the point that I now have a space opening up on my advanced coaching. If you have interest, drop me an email to f.o'connor@tradersedge4x and I'll send you the details on that. That's just one space, but it's open now. Twitter, if you want to follow me on Twitter, @FrankO'ConnorFX or twitter.com/FrankO'ConnorFX, or just put in Frank O'Connor FX in the search button in Twitter and you'll find me. And I'm tweeting most days quite a bit on the Rubicon and also on fundamental news that I think is relevant to what we're doing. On the Forex Pro Toolkit I mentioned, that's a money management tool. Again, you can go to the blog spot and watch the blog on it. It explains how it works with Rubicon. You can also find it here on our regular website, tradersedge4x.com. If you're interested in purchasing it, please use the TEF coupon code. As a member, you're entitled to a rebate. Facebook, I got over 2,000 people following me on Facebook. If you want to be one of them, just simply search Francis P. O'Connor this time. Francis P. O'Connor, and join in there, and I post there as well quite a bit. Just like we spoke about, the Rubicon Indicator, blogspot.com, all the instructional videos are right there. And then RubiconIndicator.com is where you purchase them. You guys all have, but that's where you purchase if you want to point anybody else in the right direction. RubiconIndicator.com. And Paul is pointing out that it's a trade management tool. Yeah, exactly. It's a trade management tool, the Forex Pro Toolkit. Okay, I'll leave that information up there for a moment. Other questions? I agree, Elsie. Actually, Elsie's saying that the repeated confirmation of the long-term rules are good for everybody. And I had a very big lesson on that, Elsie, this week. And one of my students, and again, I'm very grateful to, I'm not going to name names, but I'm very grateful to him for pointing it out to me. I was brought up about that 15-minute rule, how important it is to go above that to the 30-minute and the 1 hour. And he pointed out to me that he hadn't really got that. Even though I'd said it, I hadn't said it often enough. So where I'm thinking I'm being redundant or overstating something, that was a big lesson for me, Elsie, to remember that that may not be the case. That it's difficult with these type of rules to be redundant. So again, thank you, Elsie, for reminding me. I'm not going to be afraid to repeat the same rules over and over again. Because what we have to do is get them to become automatic. They have to become second nature. It's like learning the timetables. Okay, thanks, Harry. You got it, Harry. It was Harry that we were talking about. Holiday trading. Good question, Lyle. Holiday trading with Rubicon is like holiday trading with any indicator. Remember, tomorrow, Friday, in America, most traders are gone to the beach. It's the 4th of July weekend. It includes Monday. That does not mean there won't be trading going on. It's not a holiday in Europe. Actually, I think it's a holiday in Canada as well. Isn't Canada Day